Have you ever found yourself lost in a sea of thoughts, where clarity seems as elusive as a shadow at dusk? In our fast-paced world, bombarded with endless streams of information, the quest for a moment of pure, unadulterated thought becomes all the more pressing. Yet, amidst the whirlwind of the modern age, there exists a beacon of wisdom, ancient yet timeless, offering sanctuary to those who seek tranquility in turmoil. This beacon is Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece, but whose echoes resonate profoundly in today's digital cacophony. Today, we're not just exploring any philosophy, we're uncovering the Stoic art of thinking clearly. Through 6 transformative lessons, we invite you on a journey to not only navigate, but master the art of serene thought amidst life's storms. These lessons, distilled from the minds of some of the greatest Stoic thinkers, promise more than just fleeting tranquility. They offer a blueprint for a life of profound clarity and purpose. As we peel back the layers of Stoicism, remember, this is not a passive voyage. Each lesson, each piece of wisdom, calls for reflection, for application, for a commitment to cultivating a mind that stands unshaken by the tempests of existence. So, if you're ready to transform the way you perceive the world and yourself, stay with us. The art of thinking clearly is not just about navigating life's challenges, it's about transforming them into stepping stones towards your own personal zenith. Understanding what is within our control. In the tapestry of life, it's easy to lose ourselves in a maze of worries and what-ifs, most of which lie beyond our grasp. The first lesson Stoicism offers you shines a light on this very conundrum, distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. Imagine for a moment the serenity of a mind that no longer expends its energy on the uncontrollable, focusing instead on its own actions, thoughts, and responses. The essence of this lesson is encapsulated in the words of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who said, "We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens." This profound statement invites us to re-evaluate our perspective on life's challenges. It's not the traffic jam that disrupts our peace, nor the rain that ruins our day. It's how we react to these events that shapes our experience. So, how do we apply this lesson? Start by observing your reactions to minor inconveniences or unexpected events. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, guide your response toward acceptance and focus on what you can control: your perspective, your next action, your breath. It's a simple practice, yet its impact is monumental, paving the way for a life less perturbed by the waves of external circumstances. By embracing this Stoic principle, we embark on a path of empowerment and clarity. It teaches us to conserve our energy for the battles we can win, the projects we can influence, and the personal growth we can achieve. This shift in focus is the cornerstone of thinking clearly, for it frees our minds from the clutter of futile worries, allowing us to channel our efforts into meaningful action. The obstacle is the way. The path of life is seldom smooth and often blocked by obstacles that seem insurmountable. Yet, Stoicism teaches us a counterintuitive truth: these very obstacles hold the key to our growth and advancement. The second lesson invites us to view hurdles not as barriers but as gateways to wisdom and strength. This perspective is best captured by the Stoic maxim, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminds us that every challenge carries with it the seeds of opportunity. It's through facing our difficulties head-on that we forge our resilience and discover paths we might never have seen in smoother times. To integrate this lesson into your life, start by reframing your approach to obstacles. When confronted with a challenge, pause and ask yourself, what can this teach me? Instead of allowing frustration to cloud your judgment, look for the learning or growth opportunity within the situation. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, you'll find yourself more adept at leveraging adversity. Moreover, this Stoic lesson encourages us to actively seek out challenges as a means of self-improvement. Rather than avoiding difficulties, embrace them as chances to test your resolve and enhance your problem-solving skills. This proactive stance not only prepares you for future hurdles, but also cultivates a mindset that thrives under pressure. By adopting the Stoic view that the obstacle is the way, we transform our relationship with adversity. No longer a source of dread, obstacles become stepping stones on our journey to clarity and excellence. This lesson teaches us that in the crucible of challenge, the most valuable lessons are learned, and the art of thinking clearly is refined. Embracing impermanence. At the heart of Stoicism lies the acceptance of change and impermanence as inherent aspects of life. This third lesson invites us to embrace the transient nature of our existence, a concept that can profoundly alter our approach to life and its myriad challenges. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth Marcus Aurelius once mused, highlighting the fluidity of our perceptions and the world around us. This realization encourages us to hold lightly to our attachments, but understanding that change is not only inevitable, but also necessary for growth and renewal. Embracing impermanence means recognizing that both joys and sorrows are fleeting. This doesn't diminish our experiences, but rather adds a layer of appreciation for the moments we have. When we internalize this lesson, we begin to live more fully in the present, engaging with our lives and the people in them with a heightened sense of gratitude and attentiveness. To incorporate this Stoic wisdom into your daily life, practice mindfulness and reflection. Take time each day to acknowledge the temporary nature of your circumstances, good or bad. This can be as simple as savoring the warmth of a cup of coffee, acknowledging the ephemeral beauty of a sunset, or accepting the end of a personal era with grace. By doing so, you cultivate a resilience that buffers you against the inevitable shifts of fortune, allowing you to remain centered and clear-headed through life's ups and downs. Moreover, this acceptance of impermanence empowers us to let go of the fear of loss and change, freeing us to take risks and embrace life's opportunities with open arms. It teaches us that in the grand tapestry of existence, every ending is but a prelude to a new beginning. By embracing the flow of life with acceptance and grace, we unlock a more profound sense of peace and clarity. This lesson from Stoicism not only enriches our personal journey, but also enhances our interactions with others, fostering a compassionate understanding of the universal nature of change. The power of withdrawal. In a world that prizes constant connectivity and the hustle of everyday life, Stoicism presents a counterpoint: the power of withdrawal. This fourth lesson teaches us the value of stepping back from the noise of the world to find clarity, wisdom, and strength in solitude. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, eloquently advised, "Withdraw into yourself," especially when you need companionship. This paradoxical guidance underscores the importance of solitude for introspection, allowing us to reconnect with our values, goals, and the essence of who we are. In the silence away from the world's demands, we can hear our own thoughts more clearly and realign with our purpose. Incorporating this lesson into your life doesn't require drastic measures. It can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each day to silence and solitude. This could be a morning ritual before the day begins, a brief midday pause, or an evening reflection. The key is to create a space where you can be alone with your thoughts, free from distractions. During these moments of withdrawal, engage in self-reflection or meditation. Reflect on your actions, decisions, and the direction of your life. Ask yourself if they align with your core values, and if not, consider what changes might bring you closer to your authentic self. This practice not only clears the mind, but also strengthens your resolve to live intentionally. The power of withdrawal also lies in its ability to refresh and rejuvenate our spirits. Just as the body needs rest to heal and grow stronger, the mind benefits from periods of restful solitude. This break from constant stimulation allows us to return to our daily lives with renewed energy, perspective, and a clearer sense of purpose. By embracing the Stoic practice of withdrawal, we grant ourselves the freedom to step back, reflect, and then engage with the world from a place of greater clarity and strength. This lesson teaches us that in the quietude of our own company, we find the wisdom to navigate life's complexities with grace. Cultivating gratitude. The fifth Stoic lesson on the art of thinking clearly revolves around cultivating gratitude, a practice that transforms our perception of the world and enriches our lives. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate what we have rather than fixating on what we lack or what could be. This shift in focus not only enhances our well-being, but also clears our minds, allowing us to engage with life more fully and with a greater sense of peace. Epictetus, emphasizing the importance of gratitude, once said, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." This powerful reminder encourages us to cherish our current blessings, recognizing the transient nature of life and the futility of endless wanting. To weave gratitude into the fabric of your daily life, start a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. These don't have to be grand or extraordinary often. It's the simple, everyday joys that bring the most profound sense of gratitude. This practice not only shifts your focus to the positive aspects of your life, but also trains your mind to recognize and appreciate these moments more readily. Another way to cultivate gratitude is through the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. This involves periodically contemplating the loss of something you value. While this may seem counterintuitive, it deepens your appreciation for the people, experiences, and possessions you currently have, reinforcing the importance of not taking them for granted. Cultivating gratitude also means expressing it. Share your appreciation with others, whether through a simple thank you, a note, or a kind gesture. This not only spreads positivity but also strengthens your relationships, creating a cycle of gratitude that enhances the collective well-being. Accepting what we cannot change. The final lesson from Stoicism on the art of thinking clearly is learning to accept what we cannot change. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, encapsulating the essence of a serene and resilient mind. It teaches us to distinguish between our efforts and the outcomes, which often lie beyond our control, thereby freeing us from the shackles of frustration and disappointment. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This wisdom urges us to focus our energy on our actions and attitudes while accepting the natural course of events with grace. It's a call to embrace life's unpredictability, not with resignation, but with a proactive peace of mind. To integrate this lesson into your life, practice letting go of the need for control over every aspect of your existence. Begin by identifying areas where you feel resistance or frustration due to unmet expectations or undesired outcomes. Reflect on these situations and ask yourself whether your discontent stems from an attempt to control the uncontrollable. Adopting a mindset of acceptance does not mean passivity or giving up on your goals. Instead, it's about exerting your efforts wisely, focusing on what you can influence, and then accepting the outcome with composure. This approach not only conserves your mental energy, but also prepares you for whatever comes your way with a clear and adaptable mind. Moreover, practicing acceptance allows us to experience life more fully. Without the constant struggle against the inevitable, we open ourselves to the flow of experiences, learning from each one and finding joy and lessons, even in adversity. As we draw the curtains on our exploration of Stoicism and the art of thinking clearly, it's important to reflect on the journey we've undertaken together. Through 6 profound lessons, Stoicism offers us a roadmap to navigate the complexities of life with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. These teachings, ancient in their origins, are strikingly relevant in today's fast-paced and often tumultuous world. We began by understanding the power of focusing on what is within our control, a lesson that teaches us to conserve our energy for where it can truly make a difference. We then learned to see obstacles not as impediments but as opportunities, a perspective that transforms challenges into valuable lessons. Embracing impermanence reminded us to appreciate the fleeting beauty of life, while the power of withdrawal showed us the wisdom that comes from solitude and reflection. Cultivating gratitude opened our eyes to the abundance that surrounds us, and finally, accepting what we cannot change taught us the grace of letting go and finding peace in the present. These lessons are not just philosophical concepts to be pondered, but practical tools to be applied in our daily lives. They encourage us to reflect, to grow, and to approach life with a clarity of thought that elevates our existence. As we implement these teachings, we find that the art of thinking clearly is not a destination but a journey, one that enriches our lives with every step. I encourage you to revisit these lessons often, to practice them in your moments of doubt and in your times of strength. Remember, the path to clarity and peace is not linear, it is a spiral, where with each cycle, we come closer to our center, to our essence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Stoicism and the art of thinking clearly. May these lessons be a guiding light in your life, illuminating your path with wisdom, resilience, and serenity. Here's to a life lived with clarity, purpose, and a profound sense of peace. By adopting a grateful mindset, we align ourselves with the Stoic principle of focusing on the abundance in our lives rather than the perceived deficits. This lesson teaches us that gratitude is not just an emotion but a way of life that clears the mind, fosters contentment, and opens our hearts to the richness of the present moment.